Hey y'all, welcome to Race and Crafts. Today I'm going to do a, I guess you would call it a love type card. It's not necessarily Valentine's Day, but it's along that line. So, let's go ahead and get started. For a list of products that I've used, check the information bar below for a link to my blog. So let's get started here. To start with, I've got to tell you guys I did something before I started because I wanted to give it lots of time to dry, and I could have taken my heat gun to it, but I just didn't want to do that. And that's this shape right here. And this is, let me bring my cardstock in here to show you. This is what it looked like when I started, and all I did was just inked it up with some hibiscus burst paper tray ink dye ink, and this is from the Cricut Light cartridge Bloom, and I just printed a whole, or I'm sorry, cut a whole page off out of white, because that's what I tend to do. If I find something I like, I cut a whole page of them when it comes to things like that. So I just went ahead and ran my, oops, I stuck my finger in it, sorry. Just went ahead and ran all over the cardstock and then just let it dry. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with some stamping, and I'm going to grab my stamp pad, guys, here, and I'm going to be using a stamp from Hampton Arts, Our Love Story, and it's not straight, so I'm trying to get it on my block straight. Okay, and I think I'm there. Nope, not quite. There we go, I think we're straight there. Okay, and I'm just going to ink that with some Memento Tuxedo Black ink, because there's a lot of pink and white, and I just want to throw a tiny bit of black in there as well.
I'm pretty well going to have to use the same one for home. I'll have to carry it with me, because otherwise, when I go next time to get my physical and I have it read up, I'll show a bunch of days that I ain't using it.
So there we go. There is our sentiment there. And you know what?
Actually,
I'm going to
I have 2 seatbelts.
I'm going to go ahead and stamp one on the inside.
I'm using one that's got $1,400.
And I'm going to go ahead and stamp that. It's from the same stamp set. So, and I'm just going to go ahead and ink that up. Oops, sorry, I shook the camera. With some more of this Tuxedo Black ink. And I'm just going to stamp that towards the top there. There we go. And I'm going to pull in the rest of my pieces here, and we're going to go ahead and start putting this together. Okay, to start with, I have these white scraps of cardstock here that I used my Martha Stewart punch to punch out of some white cardstock. And I'm just lining them up across the bottom there. And you know what? I'm going to grab my trimmer quick and trim this piece down. Alright. And I don't remember what the punch's name is, so I will show it to you guys. It's this one. I think it's Daisy something or another. I have no idea. So I'm going to go ahead and run my adhesive down the front of my piece of scrap here. And I'm lining up on the one edge. I know it appears like the white paper isn't cut long enough, but in actuality, the pattern paper's cut just a little bit longer than I really need it to be. And I did that on purpose. So let's go ahead and get started. Popping this guy together. And I'm just going to use some snail adhesive here, and we'll put the inside of our card base together. I'm sorry, the inside of our card together. And I like to leave the cards that I send to Operation Right Home, which is what this card is going to be. I like to leave them more general and blank so that the hero who chooses to send that card has lots and lots of room to write, which is the whole point. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and put my first layer of pattern paper down. And this is my Mind's Eye, and it's the Ooh La La 6x6 pad. Okay, now before I go ahead and put that down, I'm going to go ahead and put my central piece on there. And then I'm going to flip it over and go ahead and just trim this down. There we go. And we'll go ahead and adhere that to the front of our card base. And then I'm going to come in and put my sentiment together, and I'm just going to run some snail. Sorry about that, guys. So I'm just going to go ahead and put a little bit of glossy accents on the back of my bling here. Just so it's got a little bit extra to cling to. Alright, and I found one small problem, and that is I need a little bit of foam tape behind this end. Like that. So I'm going to go ahead and cut another small piece. That's one of the things I like about foam tape, is you can, you know, make it any shape you need it to be. There we go. And that's our card for today. Thanks for stopping by. I'll see y'all next time.